Moin moin, good morning. Welcome to my backyard playground. This is episode 6 of Backyard Banter. It's still in the backyard, just different parts of the backyard. This is where I spend a lot of time. The kids spend some time, we play, I train. But anyway, today's featured hotel tech star is HQ Revenue. HQ Revenue, the number one digital on-demand data source for hotels and hospitality worldwide. My absolute favorite for many different reasons. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, because that's how we roll in this style of Backyard Banter, to give you the images, the story, the people, the places, the faces behind hotel tech, right? Because we deal in tech, we deal in APIs, we deal with XML, we deal with lots of different forms of integration, but it's the people and the places behind those technical facades that I think are sometimes even more interesting. And so it was about 8 or 9 years ago, something like that, when I was working at SiteMinder. And at SiteMinder we did a lot of road shows, which are being done now, of course. I won't say that we set the trend, but we probably did the very first version of how road shows should be run. So we were basically traveling different places, organize a space in a hotel, invite hoteliers, and we usually had about 5 technology partners, and the partners were very carefully selected. They had to be good, interesting, but also fit within the overall vision, or the overall, let's say, tech stack. So we were doing road shows with, like I said, 5 different partners. So we started at the top. We had website and booking engine, the hotel's direct presence. And back then we were working with Boutique were the partner. I'll write it down here, Boutique, who were acquired by Booking.com. So they, hi Arnaud, by the way, miss you, hope to see you soon. And so then, so we went from booking engine partner, and then we invited an OTA. It might be Expedia, it might be Booking, it could be even a wholesaler. So we had the booking engine, an OTA partner. Then we had, let's say, SiteMinder in the middle as a channel manager, connecting the dots. And we also had HQ Revenue in this particular series, because they're amazing and they're awesome. If you haven't seen their technology, you can get a free trial of the performance board, which basically connects to your PMS. It's free, so it connects to your PMS, helps you visualize and analyze data from your own PMS system, but in a much more user-friendly way, and in a way that will help you, or help to support you, make better revenue decisions. So, free. Try before you buy, kind of thing, right? It's just it's a good first step. If you've never worked with data analytics and dashboards, it's a good first step to try the performance board first. Now, and then who else? So we had the website, the OTA, SiteMinder, channel manager. Oh, then the PMS, and of course, different partners were involved depending on the city. So we would be in Dublin or Berlin or Manchester, and in fact, it was, and London as well. It was the Manchester event where I first met Philip face to face. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and I'm a hotelier. Philip's a hotelier. But when hoteliers set up events, we want to do things correctly, properly. We think about all the details, because we deal in details. It's all about the detail. And so, we organized the room, made sure that all the menu for the drinks and canapes was all prepared. The speakers were all organized. We had everything consolidated on one PowerPoint. So we had the whole tech stack journey. So the audience could understand what was being delivered, not just 5 different random pieces of technology, which seems to be the trend these days. We did things a little bit more clearly, at least from our perspective. Anyway, presentations are over, so we're all mingling drinks and snacks. chit chat. And of course, because I was organizing, I made sure the ambiance was correct. So we had music. I wanted to have music that was, let's say, authentic, like something that I like, but also helps with the mood and basically gives the whole sense, the occasion, some sense of authenticity. Anyway, so during that time when we were all mingling, Philip came over and said, "Hey, Eric, nice music," and it was a playlist. I had SoundCloud playlist just to make sure I didn't have to keep, playing music. And so I looked at what was playing. I said, "Oh, yeah, it's well." I said, it's good music. I selected it. Thanks." He said, no. Like he looked at me intently and said, "No, this is really good music." And I was like, "Okay, why is he saying that?" He said, I looked at the playlist and I said, "Oh, that's Jail Funk. I follow him on SoundCloud, and I like the music." He said, "I'm a DJ as well, originally from Nuremberg. Jail Funk is Jürgen. Jürgen is my friend. He's a DJ." And it was just one of those moments like, what? Really? Okay, that's pretty cool. So what I like about that connection, so Philip and I know each other, understand each other really, really well. We're both absolute hoteliers first and foremost. And then, of course, lots of experience on data analytics and revenue management, which of course is another connection. But we also have the music connection. So, I'm not sure if anybody has seen the data from Spotify. But Spotify obviously have lots of users and they understand trends, and the data, if I'm not mistaken, from Spotify was showing that most adults who are Spotify users tend to play, or let's say the most popular songs that they are playing are the ones that were really, really, let's say, number one of the charts when they were 12 or 14 years old. Right, which is fascinating. But why I'm saying that is because Philip, DJ Flipstar, he plays some really, really great range of music, but the preference, let's say, most popular stuff that he plays is hip hop, old school hip hop, and different genres. And those hip hop tracks are what I grew up on. So Philip's much younger than me. When I was probably 12 to 14, I was listening to LL Cool J, Run DMC, Eric B. and Rakim, Notorious B.I.G., you name it. And so it was fantastic. When I first went to Berlin, when Philip was there, he took me out to see some really cool bars that were playing really cool music by his DJ friends. And here are these young guys all playing cool hip hop tracks. I was 40 something at the time, probably. But this is the music from my youth. Can you imagine how awesome that is? But anyway, I think that Philip is an absolute star. If you say that slowly or quickly, Philip is an absolute star. Flip is an absolute star. Philip is a star. DJ Flipstar. I love the way he's even used that name, the fact that he's a star, in my opinion, as part of his DJ moniker or his DJ name. And so if you're into hip hop, follow DJ Flipstar. If you like funk, look at Jail Funk. But if you're into hotel tech, have a look at HQ Revenue. That was episode 6 of Backyard Banter. Have a great weekend.